Okay, so our intro. This is the hard part.
Me. I just feel so fake being like, welcome to the Long Live podcast. Hi guys, welcome. Oh, we both did it. Well, this is not working out.
me.
Hi.
It's us.
Hi. Hey everybody.
He looks up grinning like a devil.
It's Nat.
It's Becky. Do we have to have an intro? Hello, and welcome back to the Long Live Taylor podcast, where we explore all of the eras. I'm Kaylan.
And I'm Leanna.
And today we're going to be going over a song from the Red album called The Lucky One.
Yay. I feel like this song's very underrated.
I agree. Should we get into the lyrics of it, or do you want to do any initial thoughts?
Do I admit how I thought this was about the incorrect person?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, I thought that this song was in reference to Britney Spears this whole time. And I decided to do a little research for this episode and found out that I'm completely wrong. So.
What do you mean completely wrong, though? Because I do feel like it kind of has it does reference, or I think it is purposely referencing Britney Spears' Lucky.
Well, the people of Reddit seem to agree that the song is about Joni Mitchell, who was like a star in the 60s and I think in the 70s.
Wait, really? Because I read a long time ago from Taylor what inspired this, and I remember she said it was her, and this is something I thought was really cool, that it was actually like not based off things she's experienced, but based off her fears of what she might experience based off of what other stars have told her. Or maybe it could be back, like tie back to Joni Mitchell in that way of like maybe this is something she experienced.
Yeah, I guess, somebody made a great post explaining all the connections, but also other people are like, oh, but what about Britney Spears' Lucky? What about Shania Twain? So people have a lot of connections, so I guess it could just be like a bunch. See, this person said, I think it's about country musician Lynn Anderson.
Yeah, I think it's just her, what she's seen over and over again in the industry with women, and she just like drew on all those experiences and was like, this is my fear of what would happen.
Yeah,
but
I think so.
We should have like hunted down, maybe for a future episode, we hunt down that Reddit poster and have them come on and explain all of the theories they have.
I mean, Reddit's pretty anonymous, so I don't know if I'll ever actually find them.
Okay, let's get into the lyrics. First verse. New to town with a made-up name, in the angel city chasing fortune and fame, and the camera flashes make it look like a dream. I'll do the second half of the verse. You had it figured out since you were in school. Everybody loves pretty. Everybody loves cool. So overnight, you look like a 60s queen.
So I guess that's the biggest reason why I saw the Joni Mitchell thing, because of the 60s queen. But anyway, we can go into the lyrics. So I like it. I mean, it's very obvious what she's talking about. You're in LA, and it's like that's what people go to LA for, to become famous.
Mm-hmm. And she's setting it up with saying the camera flashes make it look like a dream. So she's painting like a really pretty picture. And then I like the second half where she says, you had it figured out since you were in school. Everybody loves pretty. Everybody loves cool. So overnight you look like a 60s queen. I just repeated the whole thing. But I like that because she's saying like you learn quickly from an early age that you have to be pretty, be cool, like you have to build an image and a brand, and then you do that, and then you're ready to be in LA.
Yeah. I was going to say that I wonder if you could also take it like you had it figured out that you wanted to be a star, even when you were young.
Yeah, that's true. Probably both. Pre-chorus. Another name goes up in lights like diamonds in the sky. I think that's just setting it up of like, here's another one, a new star, a new person. Yeah. And then it's shining. It's so pretty, like diamonds in the sky.
Yeah, I feel like she's really good at imagery in this song. I feel like when you listen to the song, you have this like scene in your head. Like you have like your own little music video in your head.
Yeah, I was gonna say this reminded me of last week, or there was an episode where we were talking about how there was a video for Speak Now, and we're like Mandela effect because I'm like, is there a video for this song? Like, but there isn't,
Yeah.
right? And
You just
but
made one in your head.
in my head, there's a video, so I was like, oh, I need to watch the video again, but there's no video. It almost, if there was one, it would be kind of like it would look like Wildest Dreams music video, I think,
Yeah.
when she's all glammed in like the brunette hair.
Oh, I love the brunette hair.
You do?
Yeah. I just like the contrast. It's like a huge, stark difference. Okay. Our tangent.
Anyway, and they'll tell you now, so chorus, they'll tell you now you're the lucky one. Yeah, they'll tell you now you're the lucky one. But can you tell me now you're the lucky one? Oh, oh, oh. And I actually just caught a lyric that I never.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
oh, oh. I actually just caught a lyric that I've literally never caught before. I didn't realize in the last sentence of the chorus before the oh, 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 she says, but can you tell me now you're the lucky one?
Wow.
I mean, I sang it, but it didn't register. I guess she's just saying people are telling this person, like, you're lucky, you're lucky, you're the one out of a million. You know, it's one in a million to make it, to be famous. And then she's like, but can you tell me? Like, does it really feel that way? Setting us up for the second verse.
Yeah, it's like, do you actually think you're lucky?
I was just going to say, I love, speaking of the Britney Spears Lucky song, that's one of my favorite songs. It's so good.
It is a very good song.
And it makes so much sense that it like parallels this because the whole Britney Spears song is saying how people tell her she's lucky, but she still cries and she's not this lucky girl that everyone thinks. So it makes sense.
Yeah. I saw a lot. So when the Lucky One Taylor's version came out, the lyric video parallels Lucky, but it's really the video that was playing at the Red Tour.
Oh,
But really? I still think it parallels Lucky.
How does it parallel it?
I can show you some pictures. So the people on YouTube watching can see the pictures too.
Or maybe some social clips too. So go follow us on socials, people. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. This is also why I thought there was a music video because I've seen that so many times, like the little intro thing she's done. So in my head, it was a music video. Yeah, that definitely parallels it. I mean, it's all
the black
it's a
and
very
white
similar song.
Yeah, the black and white was what played at the Red Tour, like up on the screen. But then they used it to make the lyric video of the Taylor's version.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense why I thought there was also a music video.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because the lyric video has some visuals.
Imagery. Okay, second verse. You said you love it.
Yes.
Now it's big black cars and Riviera views, and your lover in the foyer doesn't even know you, and your secrets end up splashed on the news front page. And they tell you that you're lucky, but you're so confused because you don't feel pretty, you just feel used, and all the young things line up to take your place. Ooh, so good.
I love it. Basically, like the whole verse is like all the bad parts of being famous and being a star. It's like you think everything is great, and then all of these things happen.
Yeah. So it's like you're in a big fancy car, you have these beautiful views, but literally the person in the passenger seat who's your lover knows nothing about you, probably because they don't care. They just want to be with you for the fame or whatever it is. It's very shallow.
You said your lover in the passenger seat, but your lover's in the foyer. The foyer.
The
house.
Okay, I never caught that because in my mind, I'm still in the black car with the Riviera views.
I know.
But I mean, same thing. But that's funny.
Either way works.
Either way, the person you're with, you're hooking up with, your boo.
No, your husband.
Your whatever. Your husband.
Or
your
wife.
Soulmate. Doesn't
but like,
even know
it's
you.
like, yeah. It's like your partner. It's not a fling. It's like your partner.
Yeah.
It's like they don't even know you, who you truly are. They know you as the star that you've become.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Mic drop. And your secrets end up splashed on the news front page. It's like you don't know who to trust because whoever you tell something to, it's going to be news to the world.
Yep.
Okay. And then the second half of the second verse. Oh, and they tell you that you're lucky, but you're so confused because you don't feel pretty. You just feel used. all the young things line up to take your place. I feel like Taylor's talked about this a lot, and especially with Nothing New, she kind of really went into it. But it's like women in the music industry, you have an expiration date usually, and there's always someone younger, prettier, and just more fresh and exciting that they're
Yeah.
going to replace you with. Everyone's replaceable. Except
Yeah, I
Taylor
was going to
Swift.
say this verse. What?
I said except Taylor Swift.
Oh. I was going to say that this verse I feel like is definitely like all of her fears. This is where you can truly see like her fears of like the industry. And it's like she already is like scared about who she can trust. And it's like that's here. It's like your secrets end up splashing on the news front page. Like who can you trust? Anything you tell anyone could be out there for as news. And like she, like you said, she feels like she's going to be replaced. Like she's not the new brightest star anymore, and there's going to be better that are going to replace her, even though they haven't.
That's what I was going to say. So she wrote this obviously years and years ago now about her fears. And I feel like one thing, well, I'll get to that after, but I feel like she's done a really good job of a lot of this has happened to her, but also hasn't. You know, like, yeah, I'm sure a lot of her secrets do get spilled by the tabloids, but I do feel like she has friends and people she can trust. I do feel like she still seeks genuine romantic relationships with people. So, this is what I was going to say. I feel like one thing I've always loved about Taylor is that she's not one of those famous people that gets famous and then resents everyone for it. Like she's not like, oh, now I'm famous. Now I hate my life and it's miserable. Which like I get why people are like that, but to me I'm always like if you wanted this, if you worked really hard for it, like enjoy it. And I do remember she wrote this like saying it was her fears, but I feel like looking back she might look at it and some of it might be true, but I do think like a lot of it isn't. Like all the young things line up to take your place. She's really supportive of younger women in the industry. Like Sabrina Carpenter just opened for her at tour. She's not threatened by that, or at least if she is, she doesn't act on it. So I just think that's cool that she's
Yeah.
still been like that.
Yeah, I think so too. I do think she loves the fame.
She does. I think she
So,
probably
yeah.
likes it a little less than she used to. But I mean, that she's said, like, this is what I've wanted. Like, she grew up not famous. So she kind of knew what she was going to get herself into.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
she,
even if you don't truly know it all when you're that young and
yeah,
it happens, but she wanted it and I mean, I think she's making it work as best as she can. Being as famous as she is, I still think she's like, especially now with the whole like football thing, she is living kind of like a normal, like football wife, football girlfriend life. Like she made it work.
yeah. And I do agree she likes the fame. Like, she, obviously, without the fame, she wouldn't have her music career. She wouldn't have all this, like, success and money that she wanted people to hear her music. And I'm sure it's so satisfying to sell out the Eras tour over and over again.
Oh yeah.
Like, wow. Anyway,
We are part of that.
yes, I pay her mansion bills with all of my purchases.
I don't think so.
Someone was like, when I told them I bought, I don't know, it was maybe either like merch or it was like another Eras store ticket. One of my friends was like, you've at least bought in her a nice steak dinner at this point.
Okay, yeah.
I
Yeah,
was like, yeah, I
I'm
mean,
okay with
fair.
that.
That's what I said. I was like, she can take my money because I'm happy to give it because I get
Yeah.
something in return that I like.
Exactly.
So whatever. Okay. So then the second pre-chorus comes. Another name goes up in lights. So it goes back to referencing that first pre-chorus. But now she changes it to, you wonder if you'll make it out alive.
It's like
Intense.
the new thing is coming. Are you gonna stay or are you gonna get booted out because the new person's better than you?
Yeah. Well, and also, are you going to be able to mentally handle this? Like at the end
Yeah,
of all of this drama and talking and people using you, are you going to be okay?
exactly.
Can you handle it? And then she goes into the chorus. They'll tell you now you're the lucky one. Yeah, they'll tell you now you're the lucky one. Can you tell me now you're the lucky one? Oh, 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 oh,
Oh, oh, oh,
etc.
oh, 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 oh.
Oh, oh, oh.
That's going to be annoying.
Okay, so then it goes into the bridge. Anything else on that chorus?
No,
Okay.
no. You know what's crazy?
What?
Genius says that this is verse 3, not the bridge.
You know, that actually would make sense because
But then there's no
was a
bridge.
few years later. It
No,
makes
I
sense
think it's a
because
bridge. It has like a change.
so the music kind of drops out, but I think melodically it's still very similar to the first verse and second verse, so maybe that's why it's considered a third verse, which is actually interesting for me as a songwriter
But I
to
kind of
realize.
take it as a bridge.
Yeah, I think because of the music change too, like it does
Yeah.
feel like a separate section of the song. So, and I think she also does the music change because it kind of, so once I read the lyrics, it'll make sense, but she's taking us into a few years later. So I think that change, like sonically, also sets you up with the lyrics of she's now talking in like future tense.
Yeah.
Okay, so it goes, it was a few years later, I showed up here, and they still tell the legend of how you disappeared, how you took the money and your dignity and got the hell out. They say you bought a bunch of land somewhere, chose the Rose Garden over Madison Square, and it took some time, but I understand it now. Wow, I also got goosebumps just now because I've completely missed something my entire life for this song.
What?
I feel so dumb because I didn't realize in the first and second verse she's talking about someone else. And
Yeah.
now in this third verse, it's her showing up as the new girl.
Yeah.
I had no freaking idea. I
But
thought this whole time it was her.
I mean, I think you can see it both ways.
Yeah.
Because I think her fear in her life is playing into the verse, but I feel like so is like what she sees from past artists. That's the conversation about like who is this about? And that's why I wanted to go back to the Britney Spears thing because Britney Spears didn't leave. I mean, even with everything going on with her, she technically didn't leave the spotlight. So that's why I see like there are a few people who could influence this song that she could be referencing when she's saying like, you left, you took the money, you got out. Took the money in a bag
Wow.
and I stole the keys.
That
Took
was the last time you ever saw
you ever
me.
saw me.
I don't know how I didn't realize this was like a great American Dynasty switch where she's like, and then it was bought by me.
Yes, I
And
was
she's
going to say that too.
And she's like, now it's me. I showed up. I'm the new young thing.
Mm-hmm.
How did I? Because this holds it like it just all seemed to flow together to me. So I didn't make that distinction. But wow.
Yeah.
See,
No, when we sit down and we like go through them, I see the revelations.
so many revelations in real time. Okay, so this makes sense. So she's showing up. It's a few years later. They still tell the legend of how you disappeared. She's talking to this person. Okay, this is, I think, one of my favorite lines of the song when she goes, how you took the money and your dignity and got the hell out. I love that. Like, she's like, just take the money that you got, take your whatever
And run.
dignity you have left and just leave. Like, don't deal with it anymore.
Well, that's what reminded me of Getaway Car.
Yeah, I was going to say also, whenever I would listen to this, I would think of a relationship. Like, I'm getting out of here, bro. Because I don't have any fame to escape.
I'm taking my 50% and I'm going.
They say you bought a bunch of land somewhere, chose the Rose Garden over Madison Square. I love that because it's like you could be in Madison Square selling out, or you could have just a beautiful little simple rose garden, and that person chose the Rose Garden.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, it took some time, but I understand it now. And I guess that
Yeah.
kind of ties into what we were saying earlier of like Taylor didn't get it at first. She's like, I want to be famous. Why would people resent this? Why would people not like this? But then it's like, once you're actually living it, you understand, oh, I can never go to the mall again without being harassed.
Mm-hmm. I like this switch up in the pre-chorus and chorus as well.
Yeah, she goes, because now my name is up in lights. Again, how did I miss this? I feel like so dumb right now. Because now my name is up in lights, but I think you got it right. Let me tell you now, you're the lucky. Again, how did I miss this? Let me tell you now, you're the lucky one. Let me tell you now, you're the lucky one. Let me tell you now, you're the lucky one. Oh, 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 oh. And then she repeats it. Oh, no. And then she goes,
Yeah, so
yeah, they'll tell you now, you're the lucky one. Yeah, they'll tell you now.
yeah, she's like, you're the lucky one, you got out.
Yes. She's like, now it's me. Now my name's up in lights. But actually, you were right to leave and go to the rose garden. See? And that's kind of what she did with Joe. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh.
She chose the little lakes, the lakes where all the poets went to die. She doesn't belong.
She likes this life better.
Yeah, she does.
And
She
speaking
does
on
like
behalf
the
of
fame.
Taylor, I know her personally. She likes this fame and attention more than hiding.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. Like, Kim Kardashian always says she loves the fame. Like, there are people that like fame. I personally always say, again, I could be wrong, but I think I would love to be famous because it wouldn't, like, that going out wouldn't bother me. I would love the influence. I would love people running up to me. The only thing I always say I would not like is like stalkers and creepy people, like the scary part of it in that sense. But take away that, like, people comment on my TikToks randomly anyway. You can write it on a magazine. I don't care.
I'm just thinking about the lady that kept saying the cockroaches. In your
Oh my
TikTok
gosh.
live.
I was on a TikTok live playing music, and there was, first of all, there were so many nice people, but there were some weird people. Like, this one girl kept commenting. I think she follows me though. Like, she kept commenting roaches, like the emoji, right? And was like, oh my gosh, there's a roach. There's a roach. And no one knew what she was talking about. But I looked at her profile after, and it said she loves roaches and cats or something like that. Like, that's her whole personality.
That's her
or something.
brand.
Yeah, that's her brand. But
These
yeah, like, there were
cockroaches.
people on the there were people on that live commenting really mean things to me, and my family, like my sisters, were getting upset. But I truly loved it because I felt famous. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. Like,
I made it. I have haters.
yes, I really loved it. I mean, but then like a week later, someone commented something on a song I wrote, and it made me so upset I blocked them. So, like, again, it would upset you at times, but I don't know. I'm talking about it like I'm literally famous, but it's just like a TikTok live. It
We're
was, like,
comparing your
500
fame to
people
Taylor
back.
Swift's fame. It's okay. Maybe one day it could be.
Oh, thanks. Who knows?
You're welcome.
But also, it's like, I mean, going back to what we always talk about, how the songs are still relatable. I feel like people could even relate, like, if you were bullied in the lunchroom at school.
Could you?
I think in a way, like, it's obviously not the same thing, but it's still like hurtful comments and gossip. And it's just, imagine that times a million.
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes like those bullying in the lunchroom, like they hurt more because those are like people that you know. Mm-hmm. And at least the haters on the internet are just like random ass people behind the keyboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Any last thoughts on the song?
They'll tell you now you're the lucky one. I really like this song. I really like the Red album because it's so diverse, and I think this is an example of the diversity, sound-wise and topic-wise.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that Taylor doesn't always have to fully experience something to write a song about it. And I love the song Lucky by Britney Spears.
I agree. 100%.
Oh, I was going to say, well, guys, we have our game segment called Drop Everything Now. That we haven't brought up the name of in like the past 5 episodes or whatever.
It's okay.
We're bringing
We're
it
still
back.
working out the kinks.
Drop everything now because it's time for
to play
Leanna
the
to
game.
lose. I'm just kidding.
No, it is time for me to lose because at this point, like, it's inevitable. Kaylin's just going to keep winning.
What's the score? Shoot, we need to write it down because we're forgetting the
I think it's
scores.
like 5-2.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
Let me think.
It might
what
be
episode are we
4-2.
recording right now?
No idea. Maybe 7?
Let me look at our calendar. We're recording episode 8.
We are? So then
Yes.
the score has to be 5-2 because I haven't won since episode 2.
Yes, that's the score.
Great. Great. We love it. We love an
Okay, so-
underdog story.
Guess the song?
Yep, I'm ready. I have my first one pulled up.
Okay, let me pull up mine. You sound like evil saying it. I'm scared.
It's an easy one. I'm just mad that I'm gonna lose, inevitably.
You don't know
Let me go
that.
first, so if I just lose, I just get it over with.
No, because if you lose this one, then I have to go. And then if I lose it, then we start over. You see
Okay,
what I'm
fine.
saying?
But you're not gonna lose this one. It's an
Okay, I'm
easy one.
ready. I'm ready for my
Okay.
victory.
Oh, great. Okay, let me get into a better mindset.
Yeah, you're not going to win with that attitude.
I'm ready to win. Okay, am I playing first?
Yes. I was
Oh,
waiting.
I thought I was listening first.
No. Play the music.
Okay, ready.
I need to guess. Yes,
Ready?
go. Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. Is that really how it starts? Oh, whatever.
I really don't know. I really am going to guess getaway car.
Well, you got the right vibe, but you're wrong. It's
Art.
Endgame. I literally heard.
Oh,
She
shoot.
literally says end.
I didn't hear it. Okay,
Okay,
well, if you got
I don't
this,
remember
then...
it starting like this. Listen again. I don't remember it starting like this. Oh,
Oh.
it's
Yeah,
because
didn't
I
hear
played.
that.
I played seconds. That was 0 to 1, but it accidentally started, and I played 1 to 2. So this is what you heard.
Ah.
Yeah. Does that
Should I
count?
get a
Are we
do-over?
keeping it?
No, I'm just kidding. If you guess yours, if you guess this, I'll let you get the point because I still should have got it. Even though also I couldn't really
Wow.
hear it that well, but whatever. I'm not going to make excuses, even though I am making excuses. Okay, ready? This is your chance.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Let me make it full blast. Ready?
Willow.
Yes.
I feel.
Good
Wait, can we
job.
just keep going? I'm having fun now.
What? Now you don't want to take the win?
Fine, I'll take the win.
Take the win, girl. So
I
now
know,
it's
but I
time.
wanted to play a little more. But are people gonna say it wasn't fair that I gave you not the first second? I didn't realize it had started.
I don't know. People, why don't you email us for once and let us know? Was it fair?
Don't tell them. I haven't checked the email in a while. Maybe they have emailed us. Nope, it's just Spotify and TikTok. That's it.
I thought at least one of our family members would email us.
Oh, well, the episode of us complaining and asking for hate mail hasn't come out yet.
Oh, okay. Maybe after that one. This is the future. Maybe we did get emails.
It's okay.
Okay, wow.
I feel like I cheated to get this point.
Yeah, did you purposely sabotage me?
No, I didn't know it started, so I played 1 second later. It's still a second of the song.
I'm just kidding. It's okay. It's okay. Take the point because
I may never
I
get
should
another
have known
one.
it. I should have known it. I'm disappointed in myself.
Are you sure you don't want to keep going?
Just give me one more so I could feel something, but you get the point. So it's 5-3.
Okay. Okay, ready?
So I can feel something. Okay, go. Champagne problems.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I was wrong, and I was about to be like, no.
No, then I truly would get the point.
You want one more?
Sure. 2 a.m. in your car. I wish you would.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job.
But I did hear it right before. You were like, oh, shoot. And I had already
I
heard
didn't know
it.
you could hear it. Oh,
Yeah.
you're such a cheater. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What?
I'm kidding. No, you earned that point. I should have known it. I should have
Okay.
known Endgame.
Okay,
Freaking
yeah.
Ed Sheeran.
It really was a good it's like the same kind of vibe. I feel like all the rep songs have like the same vibe. Like if you hear a rep song, you know it's rep.
Yeah,
You know?
I thought it could have been King of My Heart also. Okay,
See?
also, just pointing out, I've totally been so off sync with every episode. Like this, I should have totally worn during Speak Now last time. And then like red,
Yeah.
I was wearing a different song. I was wearing a red sweater, and I should have worn the red sweater today. It's just not working out.
It's okay. Yeah, I wore white because I just felt like the red would make me look like a tomato. Actually, my only red shirt I could have wore is my Karma is the guy on the Chiefs
Coming
shirt.
straight home to me.
So maybe if they win the Super Bowl, them as a couple, they won the Super Bowl. Maybe I'll bring out the shirt. But that's probably the shirt I'm gonna wear for the Super Bowl party we're going to, and I'm very excited.
Who is the other team going to the Super Bowl?
Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
It's the 49ers, which I do really like the 49ers team. And my dad is a 49ers fan, but I'm okay with either team winning, I think.
I'm not. I want the Chiefs
Why?
to win only
Oh.
because it would be fun.
So Taylor Swift can win her first Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Jason said on the podcast, he said, Taylor's going to the Super Bowl her rookie year. And I thought it was so funny. She may win the Super Bowl, get a ring her first year.
Yes.
I mean, people have done it, so.
She's the lucky one. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up our episode now.
Okay.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast, the Long Live Taylor podcast. Please rate this podcast if you can. Subscribe. Give us a like on YouTube. Follow us on socials at Long Live Taylor Pod. And if you have any suggestions, anything you want us to talk about, any hate you want to give us, I'm just kidding. I need to stop asking for that every week.
I'm okay with it.
You can email us at longlivetaylorpod@gmail.com. Thanks for
Also,
listening.
I want to add.
Oh,
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I am starting to put a little work into our Q&A poll on Spotify. So if you're listening on Spotify, answer my Q&A question. Who knows what it'll be?
Okay, Queen. Thanks for that.
Okay, thanks for listening.
Bye.
We'll see you next week. That is a rough ending.
I liked it.